Declutter your space. Look around your room or living area and identify items you no longer need or use. Donate or sell these items and observe how clearing physical clutter can also help to clear your mind and foster a sense of simplicity. Savor small pleasures. Instead of continually seeking out extensive, thrilling experiences, learn to appreciate the simple joys in life, such as the warmth of the sun on your face, the taste of ripe fruit, or the sound of a loved one's laughter. Practice mindfulness. When you feel envious or dissatisfied, take a few deep breaths and focus on the present moment. Notice the sights, sounds, and sensations around you, and remind yourself of the abundance you already have. Limit exposure to advertising. Ads are designed to make us feel dissatisfied with what we have and crave more. Try to limit your exposure to advertisements, whether by subscribing to ad-free streaming services or simply being more mindful of marketing messages. By adopting the wisdom of Seneca and cultivating a sense of contentment and appreciation for what you already possess, you can uncover a path to true happiness and fulfillment. This journey requires practice and patience but can ultimately lead to a life of greater joy, peace, and freedom. Remember, true happiness does not come from constantly acquiring more, it comes from learning to appreciate and make the most of what you already have. So take a deep breath, look around you, and find gratitude in the present moment. The key to a life of contentment and satisfaction has been there all along, just waiting for you to embrace it. Self-discipline and compassion. Have you ever wondered why being harsh on ourselves seems easier than being so with others? We might constantly criticize ourselves over minor mistakes or impose high expectations on ourselves, while being more forgiving in our expectations of friends or family. The wise Roman emperor and philosopher Marcus Aurelius recognized this tendency and offered valuable advice: be lenient with others and strict with yourself. At first glance, this might seem perplexing or even contradictory. Shouldn't we also be kind and understanding towards ourselves? Indeed, Marcus Aurelius wasn't suggesting that we should be excessively harsh or cruel to ourselves. Rather, he emphasized the importance of self-discipline and holding ourselves to high standards, while extending compassion and understanding towards others. Consider it this way: if you aspire to excel in something, whether it's a sport, a musical instrument, or your studies, you need to be disciplined and dedicated. It's crucial to push yourself to practice, learn, and grow, even when it's challenging or uncomfortable. Simultaneously, you wouldn't expect the same level of perfection from others. Instead, you'd be patient, supportive, and understanding of their struggles and mistakes. By applying this principle of being strict with yourself and tolerant with others, you cultivate strong self-discipline and foster good relationships with others, thus maintaining a positive attitude in all your endeavors. Throughout history, various cultures and philosophies have embraced this idea of balancing self-discipline and compassion. For example, the ancient Spartan warriors were renowned for their rigorous training and unyielding self-discipline, yet they were also taught to respect their adversaries and show mercy to those who surrendered. In Buddhism, mindfulness and being present in the moment are seen as paths to self-discipline and compassion. By developing mindfulness, one becomes more aware of their thoughts, emotions, and actions, allowing for greater self-control and accountability, while fostering empathy and kindness towards others. Even today, there are examples of individuals and organizations that successfully balance self-discipline and compassion. Take, for instance, Malala Yousafzai, the Pakistani activist for female education and the youngest Nobel Prize laureate. Malala has demonstrated extraordinary self-discipline and determination in her advocacy for girls' rights despite facing significant danger and adversity. Simultaneously, she has consistently shown compassion and understanding towards those who have opposed or oppressed her, advocating for dialogue and peaceful resolution. In sports, athletes like Serena Williams and LeBron James have achieved greatness through their exceptional work ethic, self-discipline, and commitment to excellence. Yet, they have also used their platforms to promote empathy, understanding, and social justice, demonstrating compassion for those facing discrimination or hardship. So, how can you embody the principle of being strict with yourself and tolerant with others in your own life? Here are some practical tips and exercises. Set clear personal standards. Identify areas where you wish to maintain high standards, whether in your studies, a hobby, or your behavior. Write down these standards and regularly review them to stay accountable. Practice self-reflection. Take time each day to reflect on your actions, thoughts, and emotions. Ask yourself if you lived up to your personal standards and identify areas where you can improve or be kinder to yourself. Cultivate mindfulness. Engage in mindfulness practices such as meditation and deep breathing exercises, or simply take a few moments to be fully present. This helps you become more aware of your thoughts and emotions, as well as those of others. Extend empathy. When you find yourself being critical or judgmental of others, pause and try to understand their circumstances, struggles, and perspectives. Respond with understanding and compassion. Seek feedback. Ask trusted friends, family members, or mentors for honest feedback on areas where you can improve your self-discipline or show more compassion towards others. Be open to their insights and use them as opportunities for growth. Remember, the path to self-discipline and compassion is an ongoing journey filled with challenges and opportunities for growth. By embracing Marcus Aurelius's wisdom of being strict with yourself and tolerant with others, you can foster both personal excellence and meaningful relationships. Imagine you awaken one day with exhaustion, intense frustration, and profound dissatisfaction with your existence. You glance around and compile a list of what you lack: the luxurious car, the splendid residence, the dazzling career. Suddenly, you begin to envy those who appear to possess everything. It turns into a relentless cycle of desiring more, striving for what you don't have, and feeling inadequate. But are you aware that you can break free from this loop of disillusionment? What if you could appreciate the worth of what you currently have and find joy in the present moment? Seneca and Marcus Aurelius, two Stoic philosophers from ancient Rome, provide us with this insight. Seneca, a prosperous Roman philosopher, reminds us that no one has the power to possess everything they desire. However, it is within one's power not to covet what they don't have and to happily make use of what they do possess. In other words, instead of perpetually yearning for more, we should concentrate on being thankful for what we already have and utilize it to the fullest. Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, echoes this sentiment by stating that if anyone can prove me wrong, show me I'm making an error or viewing things incorrectly, I will willingly change my perspective. Truth is what I seek, and the truth has never harmed anyone. He encourages us to remain open-minded, willing to adjust our perspectives, and pursue truth and wisdom above all else. These ancient teachings might seem straightforward, but they hold tremendous power in our contemporary world, where we often get entangled in chasing material possessions, social status, and fleeting pleasures. By embracing the principles of contentment, open-mindedness, and integrity, we can nurture a sense of inner peace and fulfillment that transcends external conditions. Now, envision waking up in the morning feeling joy for something as simple as coffee, pleasant weather, or even the sound of laughter from a loved one. Two key aspects are challenging your assumptions and having the willingness and ability to transform. Try to comprehend what it means to be ethical and discern right from wrong rather than deciding based on popularity, trends, or fashion. The lessons from Seneca and Marcus Aurelius are as relevant today as they were millennia ago. By adopting their wisdom, we can unlock the keys to a life of genuine happiness, purpose, and virtue, a life defined not by what we own but by who we are and how we choose to live. Finding joy in what you have. Can you recall ever falling for something you could see but did not possess, or longing to own an object like a new video game console or a brand new bike? Perhaps you experienced initial envy, especially when you saw a friend or classmate receiving what you desired. Everyone encounters this at some point, but it can lead to an unfulfilling and unhappy place if that becomes your focus. Seneca, the wise Roman philosopher, understood this feeling all too well, which is why he shared this impactful advice. No person has the power to acquire everything they want, but it is within their power to not desire what they don't have and to cheerfully make use of what they do possess. At the core of Seneca's teaching is contentment, the ability to find joy and fulfillment in what you already have rather than incessantly pursuing more. It's a simple idea but can be profoundly effective in leading to happier, more satisfied lives. What if you could find delight in your current games and gadgets rather than envying your friend's new video game device? I wish people would appreciate what they need and cease yearning for the latest fashionable clothes. Perhaps some could invest effort into creating a good outfit from what they already have. By shifting your mindset from constant desire to gratitude and appreciation, you can unlock a sense of inner peace and happiness that material possessions alone cannot provide. The notion of contentment and simplicity isn't exclusive to Seneca. It has been echoed by wise teachers and philosophers throughout history. For instance, the ancient Greek philosopher Socrates led a life of extreme simplicity, owning only the essentials and focusing on the pursuit of wisdom and knowledge. He believed that true happiness came not from material possessions but from cultivating virtue and understanding. Similarly, the teachings of Buddhism emphasize non-attachment, encouraging followers to relinquish cravings and desires for material things and find contentment in the present moment. The Buddha lived a life of extreme simplicity, renouncing his affluent background to seek enlightenment and inner peace. However, the wisdom of contentment and simplicity is not merely a relic of the past, it is embraced by many individuals and communities today. For example, the tiny house movement involves people downsizing to live in small, simple homes to reduce their environmental impact, save money, and focus on what truly matters. Similarly, the minimalist lifestyle encourages individuals to limit their possessions and consumption to foster a sense of freedom, clarity, and contentment. By decluttering physical spaces and releasing excess, people can appreciate what they truly value and find joy in the present moment. Even in bustling cities and active communities, some individuals find contentment and happiness through simplicity and gratitude, whether it's a retiree finding joy in tending to a small garden or a student savoring the simple pleasure of a good book and a warm cup of tea. So how can you begin cultivating a sense of contentment and appreciation for what you already have? Here are some practical tips and exercises to consider. Practice gratitude. Each day, take a few moments to reflect on what you're thankful for, no matter how minor. Write them down in a journal or take a few deep breaths and let the feelings of gratitude envelop you.